Hello. It's been like a month, and I've been working on something in Hobby Creator, because for those of you who don't know, I did Hobby Creator with Shark. I was in some of his videos, we had fun. However, Shark isn't doing Hobby Creator anymore, because he's dead in Hobby Creator, no. But, I'm still going to be playing the game. I don't know for how much longer, but I still enjoy building stuff, and I've been working on a Citadel. Bruh. Okay, well, ignore that. So, I started this like 2 years ago, the original, and I'm gonna be showing. You know, what, actually, hold on, I'm gonna restart this, and it's fine. So, yeah, this is the new version. After this, I'll show the old version, and yeah. So this is probably gonna be like a somewhat long video, maybe around like 20-40 minutes. I don't know. Depends on how much of a skill issue I am, but I will be using Fly Tool. There There is a secret ending for both of them. However, the secret ending isn't done for this version, but it is finished for the original version. But yeah, it's just a few simple jumps. Not every single floor of the Citadel has a specific theme, although it was getting kind of hard to think of a theme, you know, later into the dude, why? I don't even use that. Can I actually do this jump, please? That'd be very nice. You know, okay. Why am I being mad? I've gotten 4-6. Legit. But, yeah. I'm pretty sure that... I'm bad at the game. I'm pretty sure the total amount of time it took to actually complete this Citadel was, maybe like 3 months. No. Since that was when we started working on this. However, that... yeah. If, like, we talk about when I, like, started, like, heavily working on it, I'd say probably maybe 3 days to a week. That's a short amount of time for how big the Citadel is, but I had 3 people helping me. Or 2 people, other people helping me, all making floors at the same time. What is wrong with me? Also, I was also thinking about doing maybe some Geometry Dash content just because I enjoy playing that game. But we'll see how that goes. Even if I do, like, if I don't really plan on quitting YouTube. I saw some people who were like, or one person in the last video account I was supposed to read something on, like, oh, are you, no, don't tell me you're quitting too, no. But, I wasn't really sure what they meant, because I think I might have mentioned quitting the video, I don't remember, but my upload schedule is still gonna be trash. So, don't expect, like, a whole lot of videos, but yeah. Because I still like to focus on my life and do whatever the heck I want. So, but some of my other friends are like have small YouTube channels. One of them is starting like a clips channel just with all the funny stuff we do. But I don't even know if there's a video posted there yet. So also, time button. Except I'm bad at the game. Okay, so for floor 3, also I'm gonna not use screenshot mode because I want you guys to be actually able to see the timer. Also, I should probably mention, because Rec4th is a piece of garbage, there's heavily delayed audio. And now, whenever you open up the program, it pops up like, hey, do you want to buy a RoPro Premium? And whenever you click the start button on to record a video, it pops up with the message, hey, you want to get some premium? You want to get some premium benefits? So, yeah, it's a little bit stinky now. However, I don't know how to use OBS because it's a little bit confusing, so I'm using this. but yeah, don't be surprised if there's heavily delayed audio. Alright, this last pillar here is by far the easiest one. It's not hard. Alright, now this appears. So now we're on floor 4, which is just this. I did encounter some bugs because of the new Obby Career update, and just some stuff that broke for no reason in general. So I'm hoping none of that appears in this run, or else it's really gonna suck. And if you want to try and like do massive cheese, because I do know there's a way you can get from floor 1 to floor 19 almost instantly, it will not work because there's a checkpoint system. So if you skip any of the checkpoints, you won't be able to beat the Citadel. So yeah, that's a little bit of funny. Yeah. And if you hate push boxes, then good for you, because there's like only one used in this entire Citadel. So yeah. So I haven't been saying which floors were made by who. This floor is made by Cat Glitch, one of my friends. I'll actually say it. What floors built by one? Floor 1 was built by me, floor 2 was built by Ian, floor 3 was built by me, I built floor 4 as well, and floor 5 was built by Cat. And because we're on this section, we actually completely reworked floors 2, 3, and 5 because they were they were garbage. Floor 3 was built by Cat, and it was like really short and it felt way too easy, so I remade that. Floor 2 was made by me and it was really bad, so Ian remade that, and I think he did an alright job. And then floor 5, the first section was built by Cat, and then for the top half I built it. It was a pretty good floor, it's just that it like was sort of weird. And also, because Mario doesn't know when a good time to add things, no jump wasn't a thing yet. Why can't you set a player's, like, why can't you set a gravity to like so high that they can't jump, or just like disable jumping at all? Why was that a recent feature? It's kind of stupid. I mean, it's floor 6. This floor is one of like the least punishing floors in the entire Citadel. However, it's also the longest floor in the entire Citadel. Also, because it's a tower that I worked on, this is also known as Tower of Difficulty Spike, because there's a ton of difficulty spikes, so that's fun. That's really, as I said, I got the floor 6 legit, I got floor 8, whatever. So this is the outside section. If you fall, there's a safety net and it brings you back in here, and you just have to do all that again. And here, like I'm talking here, safety. This is, so, here, the sign here. Spinners with the green outline do not carry you with them. So basically they just have stick on false. So if you're trying to stand on it, you won't move with it. So this section looks hard, but it's really not, because there's also safe spots you can stand on. So yeah. And if you fall inside of here, you just get teleported right back to here. I did nerf this section a lot, because for absolutely no reason at all, this section was like terrifying. And I don't know why, but I fixed it. And then I made the exact same problem with like the last maybe 7 floors. Probably more than that, whatever. You have to get 5 buttons on this floor. 2 of them are inside, which are really easy. The rest of them are outside. Which it's really annoying to get those buttons, and like the last 3 buttons, which are outside, are the only reason doing this floor on my legit run took me over an hour. But And if you're wondering, the current best someone's gotten on the Citadel is 415. Although I'm not sure if I should be counting it because it did seem like they used some form of exploits, but I'm not gonna go out and say they did. And this button was, I mean, I say these buttons are the reason it took me an hour. It was only that. It was only that button right there that took me an hour, but because this one's just really easy. The second one's harder, but not terrible. You have to wrap around to here, and then you have another spinner. One of the most common things you'll see on a tower that I worked on is some form of spinner section like this, just because I find them really cool. Although I don't use them on every tower. Also, if you guys want me to show off some of my other towers and projects I've done in this game, then let me know. Maybe I'll show off some of Shark's hobbies that we never actually finished. Although, that one will have to be up to him. I don't know why I'm coming over here. I haven't gotten this button yet. Oh, and also, this part here is just decoration. You do fall through it. I wasn't the one who actually did you fall through it. I felt like I didn't there for some. Yeah, you fall through it. Okay. So any of the darker outline parts like here, you just fall through that. So you got some more trust gameplay here. And I failed. Oh, right, because for some reason entering and exiting edit mode removes your fly tool. A little bit stinky. Kind of forgot about that. That's a little bit cringe. And also, if you do die on the Citadel, your buttons do get reset because you spawn in the portal room and there's a button deactivator there that you can't avoid unless you use some form of exploit. And now you have the funny one-stun ladder. And then, boom, button is achieved. Also, those are the button conveyors down there. Now I have a reason to come over here. If any of the gameplay here seems like really weird, it's because, I mean, this is a remake of the Citadel. I try to keep as much gameplay as the original as possible, but still making it better. So like these weird sections here where it's like the blocks and then like the small inside part that you can stand in with the different color, that was on the original and I tried to keep it in. Same thing with these spinners right here, except I added one more of them. Along with this part in the dropper. Oh right, yeah. So this jump here is a little bit confusing because it looks like you want to flick or like do a ladder flick, but you hit your head here and sometimes you'll fall. So like what I find the most consistent way is just press spacebar and go forward. I like never fail doing that. This section here kind of sucks because it's just wraparound spam and it's not fun, but I don't really care because it doesn't keep wraparound spam for much longer. If you want to, you could laugh clip through that, but that's kind of cringe, so don't do it, please. You can just go around to this part and then jump like this, and it's way easier. And when you have the button, it may look like there's not really a way you can get down, but just come over here and then walk, and you can get right down. Also, I'm going to turn off hide players. So, you can't move, by the way. There, and now you can move. So, yeah, so you're thrown back into floor 1 after you do floor 7, or not floor 7, floor 6. And it seems really weird also. There's mixed opinions on if the next floor is floor 7 or floor 8, but nothing really changes with floor 1's gameplay, so if I do fail it, I'm just gonna probably skip to the next jump or something. I don't know. Like that. See if I can actually do this jump for once. Never mind, no I can't. So now, when you go on this platform, it takes you downwards instead of upwards. So, pretty cool. Now we're on floor 7. Which some people say this is a basement, however, I honestly see this as both. Like, this is technically floor 7. But if you I mean, but the thing is, if it was floor 7, then this would have to be floor 1, and you start on the actual floor 2. But, like, in terms of order, this would be floor 7, which you could see that way as well. This floor was also... Oh, and, because I forgot to mention, floor 6 was made entirely by me, and it was a nightmare to do, because I think that floor is like 500 parts alone. And then floor 7 was made by Cat. Which, I don't know why he did this, however, this floor actually uses a single tightrope. Right here. Also, once you hit this button, you have to touch the kill bricks to come back, so you can make it in time. I don't know why I'm not taking damage. I just realized that. Oh. Was my health bar bugged, and was it just not appearing? That might have been the case. I get the music back. The reason I do that is because I don't want to touch the thing that removes your what is it? Checkpoints, yeah. And so now you're on floor 8. So if you fall anywhere on this section except for this part right here, you will die. Okay, yeah, my health bar just wasn't showing up because now it's there. Not to mention this part's pretty scary. So like, for this part you have to heal, so I'm gonna pause the recording, I'll be back once I'm done healing. Sure it's actually gone? Yep, it's gone. Okay. So this is floor 8, like I said, and I'm done healing. So this is the mirrored part. A few of these. You can just land right here. This jump right here was the hardest one in the mirrored section, but I did make it easier. Just because it was like kind of mean. So we're on the very edge here. Oh. Ah, I walked off. But yeah, once you're like right here, I believe. You just jump forward, and then you're here. This is the section I died on because I had a skill issue, and that's where I lost my run. Also, make sure you know that section. So this is a time section, which Cat gave this part different music. I don't know why. Also, I'm gonna have like 14 different copyright claims on this video. There you go. You don't have to do that, but that's just why I do. Also, if you're low on health for this floor, you can just come over here and heal. But yeah, this is a kill brick floor, and basically you have to rush, and if you make like a single mistake like that, you just have to run back over here and heal. Why is that sign can't glide true? Why? Why? That just hurts my soul. So, yep, and then you just have to do this, and then boom. You win, but with very low health. And we're on floor 10. Out of 19 floors, last floor was the halfway point, so we're in the last half of the tower now. So, also my friend joined. Should probably start saying my name in chat or something. This jump here is honestly pretty hard. It's like the only hard jump on this entire floor, except for maybe the trust jump earlier. It is possible though. Although I feel like I should nerf it, but whatever. This floor was made by Ehan. Floor 9 was made by me, and floor 10 was made by Cat. Just say no. And this floor and floor 11 here actually uses the green spinners. bit of a scary... Why are my frames no longer existing? Whatever. Okay, so so floor 12 was made by actually 2 people. The top of floor 12 was made by Ehan, the same person who made floor 11, and it uses the same theme. Then the inside floor 12 was made by me. And that doesn't actually have a theme. And also, yes, if you fall here, you're kind of in a GBJ, however, you can abuse how this game works to heal and go back over there. This is where one of the bugs I encountered was, and there isn't really a way to fix it. So I'm really hoping it doesn't happen. Otherwise, I'd have to leave the obby and come back in, which means I wouldn't actually be able to beat it. Okay, the bug didn't happen, yay. So, this is an introduction to push boxes. It says this is the only floor to not have a specific theme, however, that's a lie. But I don't really care. So yeah, this is the push box here. You have to push it over to the sign, and there it says push box is here. It launches into the button, and that makes this over here not an impossible jump. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. And we're almost on floor 13. Floor 13 is very hard, and it's where the difficulty spikes of this tower starts. So starting from floor 13, this tower goes from like maybe like the lowest being very hard and worthless to being like maybe mid to high insane. This part is why it's almost terrifying. Like these last floors are why it's about terrifying. Also, I was going to record this, I can't remember if I said this or not, I was going to record this, like, earlier in the week, because it's been done for a while now. Like, the Citadel's been done for a while, however, my headphones are broken, and that means I wouldn't be able to talk. And that means I would have to use a Roblox chat, and I don't want to do that for an entire, like, 40 minutes. Which also means I was the one who chose the music for, like, the last half of this tower, or Citadel. Only floors I actually got music for my headphones weren't broken for floor 12, 17, or no, 18 and 19, because they forgot to get music for that floor. So also on this part, if you do fail, you do get teleported back, and if you fall into the black part here, it teleports you to the start of the wave. So here, and we have to go around the truss, and you have to do another bottom truss flip so you can actually land on one of these 2 platforms. So this is a pretty hard jump right here, and if you fail it, not much consequence. However, this section used to be way worse, because when Cat made this part, he thought it'd be a good idea if you failed once, you died, which was not a good idea. And then he was like, okay, well, if that's too punishing, I'll make it so if you fail once, you're back on the inside for floor 13. And I realized being stuck on the same part, because it's too hard, is not fun, especially if it takes like 40 minutes. There you go. So this is like the only hard part of this entire section. It seems pretty easy, but there's a lot of hard parts. And finally start screaming my name and get angry when I don't answer them. Okay, so floor 14. Now, part of me wants to switch. Right, you know what? I'll switch to edit mode for a specific part just so I don't die, because it is really punishing, but that isn't right now. Also, I'm going to quickly show you the side note over here. Look at floor 14, this floor is one of the hardest you'll face with some hard jumps and That failing will send you to floor 13 and 2 rush sections. Failing to complete either of them will result in death / progress loss. So yeah, this floor's scary. I can't remember where I left off, but I think I left off on this jump right here. So yeah, you have to jump onto that truss there. Kinda hard. So this is the first rush section. Just gotta wait for it to appear. Also, on this part, if you do fail, you will die because it's blocked. Yeah. The way to get inside is blocked off to prevent confusion, so you actually know where to go. However, that also means that if I had to disable the thing that saves you if you do fail. Now on this part, if you fail later into this, you're just gone. Also, you don't even have to rush this too hard. The timer is very loose and very forgiving. Like, see, I'm like done. I was done with 14 seconds left. And no, I'm not gonna be making it any harder than that. So now you have to jump under here. Okay, now I'm gonna go into edit mode. Make sure I have invincible editing on. Yep, I do. So for this part, it starts a button that makes this lava start to rise, and you have 100 seconds. Now I say you have 100 seconds, although you actually have a lot less than 100 seconds. Because if you take too long on the parts where you have to go down, you're just kind of gone. So you still have to be pretty fast in order to not die. And yes, the lava is an insta-kill, which is why I'm in edit mode. Okay, yeah, so that's how you beat that. Let me go get my fly tool back. So yeah, you have like 40 seconds left when you beat that. And I even fail a little bit, so. Timer's somewhat forgiving, however it's also not. And also whenever like you're on one of those jump orbs, like is a transition to a different floor, you are like slowed and you can't move. However, that's the case for all of them. So this floor was made by Ethan, and this floor is based around purist gameplay. Which basically means a little bit of trolling is going to be in here. He buffed this jump right here for like no reason. Now it's pretty hard. He buffed a lot of jumps on the first section for like a reason that doesn't really exist. Okay, so this is one of the hardest jumps, or not this jump here. It's one of the hardest jumps on this outside section. Oh, by the way, if you fall on this part, like right here, you do die. I'm not sure if you fail this jump, you'll die, but at the worst part, you'll have to do floor 13. So, failing isn't a nice thing to have. But this jump is like really hard. But it's possible. I did say that floor 13 was where the difficulty spike started to exist. And floor 19 isn't spared from that either, just know that. And I have to go over here. But there were a lot of changes made with the Citadel, like in terms of like colors. Like this floor was originally a different color, however he didn't like it. That floor down there, I think it was like a dark blue, and then it was changed. I think the only floor actually kept its same color on this row right here was floor 14. But Cat wanted to make floor 13 red and blue because it fit better. So I let him do it. And floor 13 is actually going to have a little section hanging down from the bottom here with chains. And if you failed, you'd have to do that. But we didn't have the part limit for it, and Cat didn't know what to build for gameplay, so we just kind of deleted it. It would have been amazing to see it actually in the Citadel, however, I'm kind of glad it's not in Citadel because we wouldn't have part limit for what we made. Let's jump around here. And almost at the end with all these wacky jumps and stuff because Funny Pierce gameplay. And you just have to jump into this, and so this section is just, yeah, 3 parts all test your most basically, and all fall anywhere, you're gonna have to rebeat floor 12. So for the most part, if you fail, you're going back down to floor 12. Unlike any section that's above the platform, that's like over the edge of the platform. This jump here is really hard, however, I just did it first try. Now when you hit this button, you have to go back down, and you have to go... Also, if you're wondering why there's no sound effects, I was gonna wait till my headphones were fixed to do sound effects, however, we finished the Citadel before that was a thing, and we didn't have the part limit for it, so... Yeah. That's why there's no button sound effects. We were actually gonna use the higher quality button, like the whole button model. That's in like the J2H kit, however, we thought it made it look like too classic, so... Now when you get this button, you have to jump down to here, and you have to do the hardest section of this entire floor, which is the truss section. You have to start off with that jump pretty hard, and then you have to go down here, do a bottom truss flick, so you can actually climb. Some of the jumps on this floor aren't too bad, and also, floor 16 actually went through 3 different versions. I don't remember what the first version was. I think it was going to be push box related, though. Yeah, it was going to be push box related. However, that wasn't going well, so I scrapped it. And that was going to be based off mirror sections. But that didn't go well, so I was like, you know what? Floor 3, but just harder. And that's what it is now. Now when you come over here, you hit this button. Tougher pad activates in the middle. And... sorry, Trials of Crimson. The first 2 are tough challenges you must complete. The final one challenges your skill at every theme. I say every theme, but some themes are left out. There's like a little bit of beat block. However, there's a little bit of falling apart. I'm trying to think what there isn't. For the most part, it's every theme where like failing can be like really bad, but you know, whatever. Why didn't I get the music for this floor? Oh, do you have to actually touch the... Let me fix that. Also, what I find even more wonderful is that I have to go get my fly tool back. My cat, well, he's trying to be loud and annoying for no reason. So if he starts to do that, it's going to be really annoying to have to pause the recording. And I'm getting Discord pings. Even more wonderful. Why is... there's a lot of like unnecessary kill bricks on this floor because it was made by Cat. Well, you have to land here. You have to align your next jump, which is like right there. And then for this part, you can't actually tell where to go. It's a little bit hard. However, where you have to go. So now you know. When you hit this button, you have to be quick. You have to come back here. You have to jump around to this spot. And you have to do this button section. Although it's fine, because you're almost at the end. So now we begin this part where it's just a few hard jumps, nothing too bad though. I mean, yeah, this part isn't really that bad. However, failing does mean you die, so it's still pretty stressful. And also, on the rest of the outside sections, failing pretty much means you're dead. Although if you fail in this part, you're probably just going back down to floor 6. There we go. So now we're on the next floor. This floor was made by Ihan, and it took him so long to do this floor, and it's honestly pretty garbage. Since I gave him the theme of orbit parts, which was kinda used by floor 2, however we didn't really have a better idea, so we kinda just had to do this. And he couldn't think of anything cool to do with orbit parts. Like, come on dude, it's orbit parts. So, and then there's just some annoying parts in this floor too. So you have to go down here, and then you have to like stand out here. If you stand too close to the edge, you'll like hit your head, and you won't be able to jump up. Although maybe that's just me being a skill issue, I don't know. So you have to push the box onto that, and if it does fail, just do it again. Sometimes when the moving platform comes back up, also yeah, you have to do that. And if you fail that part, you're back onto the very start of the floor. So a little bit cringe. And then so yeah, you have to hit this telfer pad. This jump here is honestly really hard, and if you fail, you take the 20 damage. So if this part you have to hit this button, then you have to walk forward, and then you have to do this like, then you have to do that long jump, where it's kind of scary. Then you have to jump on this, and you can't move, by the way. And yep. So when we were making the Citadel, we already had floor 7 done, and we were talking, we were like, you know what? It'd be really funny if we made the player have to do floor 1 again. And then we did it. However, this time something's actually different with the floor. Like this part right here. So it's not the exact same as it used to be. So now you can't come over here anymore. You have to go on to the other side right here. You have to do the gameplay right here instead. So we want to see that. You can come over here, right for the front floor, so then something flip how do we get? Boink. So, to anyone who wants to beat this legit, I'll give you a word of advice. Do this section first, then this section. I'll explain why once I do both. Also, Black Kill Brick, the Black Kill Brick used to be an insta-kill, however I was like, that's not very nice, so I changed it to just do like double the damage of the Red Kill Brick. So don't panic. You hit that, come over here, and move. You have that first button, you have to jump down here, jump on this platform, and then come up. So once you hit that button, a block disappears over here. So now, once you have that, you want to do this one. This jump's pretty hard, by the way. This jump right here is honestly pretty hard. Also, 419 was mainly worked on by me, but Cat helped, and then Ihan started complaining because he said he didn't get to do anything. However, we told him that if he want to make gameplay, then just do it, because he can do whatever he wants. So yeah, once you hit this button, this part disappears, so you can continue. But if you do this section first, you have to get this button, come over here, get this button, then come back over here. So that's why you want to do that ladder part first. So now you just have to do this jump. Now this part actually here is a GBJ, and you have to go into a 1 stud gap. So, pretty scary. And you can't really do a skip here. I mean, you could do a 4x4 so stick out, but I mean, you know. So yeah, you have to come over here and then boom. This is a no jump section. This part here was made by Cat, and it sucks. It's really hard, and you pretty much have to do a climb for every single jump. And if you fail, you have to go back down to floor 16, or worse, you die. Like that. And now I was able to do 4 studs consistently. However, for some reason I just can't do the climb strat anymore. I don't know why. Like the hardest thing in the world now. Like it just doesn't feel like it works anymore. Maybe it's because I wasn't doing that, I don't know. So, yeah. Although this spinner section here was made by me, like this short spinner. I did make this, and also it's way easier to do first person. However, it's also very easy to fail because you don't get carried with the platform, and it's a 2 stud. So like, yeah. So for this jump here, you have to do something like really weird. I honestly don't like it, but whatever. So you have to go into a climb position here, and you have to do like this. Cap made this jump. I don't know why he made it. I don't know who hurt him to make it, but it just kind of sucks. So like honestly, I am gonna change it just because it's just not good. So yeah, there you go, fixed. I'm gonna get fly tool back just for the very end. We're almost done with the Citadel. And I will be showing the classic version of the Citadel, but don't worry, the classic version's way, I would say easier, but I'm like not sure if it is, to be honest. So I have jump now, however I'm not going to use jump because it's kind of cringe. So now you would have jump back, so. And yeah, failing here will probably result in death, like I said. And yes, and there's a beat block here. I don't know why. Like whenever I jump onto this part, I can't do the jump. Whenever I don't jump onto it, I can. Oh, and yeah, there's a mirrored section. Forgot to put that out there. And failing, like I said, will probably result in death. So you better be really good at mirrored sections. Ah, so close. My cat's clawing at my door, even though he was inside here like 5 minutes ago. Not really 5 minutes ago, but you know. Okay, what is the issue? There, I'll just do that. Then you have to jump onto this platform right here. Now it seems like you would do this, however that'll get you caught, and that'll pretty much result in death. So, also I didn't test if you could do that. Okay, I'm gonna fix that later. Never mind, my speed is set to 0. That's a little bit stinky. Hold on, let me just get my speed back. Wait a minute, hold on. Here, bud. So you have to jump like out a little bit, and then you have to quickly jump off because that's a flying platform. And by the time we were working on this section, we only had like 150 parts left. So that's why it kind of sucks. Because we didn't have much to work with. So now you would go over here. And do this 11 stud, please, okay, thanks. You would notice that, yeah, there's still a box on that, so you're missing a checkpoint, which, yeah, come on, still has been harsh. You didn't think it would end with 11 stud, right? So now, you have to do this section, which is a lot harder. It was originally like really hard to see where you were going, but I decided that was kind of cringe and I didn't want to do that, so I didn't do it. And yes, you're seeing this right. This is a 4-stud stick out that goes down by 1 stud. So it's a lot easier than a normal 4-stud stick out, but it's still really stressful. Because, like always, if you fail here, you die. When you hit this teleport pad, you come back. Now you have to do this 12 stud, and the wind pad is unlocked. So there you go. This is the whole Citadel. That's what it looks like. Oh wow, you actually beat the Citadel. Hopefully you enjoyed the massive difficulty spikes. Anyways, so secret on floor 15, I'd recommend beating it for the ultimate ending. So yeah, floor 15 is right here. I'll show you where the secret is. So what you can do, you can fall from here, like from this outside section, and land on the frame. And you have your jump power back, by the way. So when you come over here, you can jump up to here, and go down here, and you can just do this, and then boom. That is it. However, that's not what I'm here to show. Also, why is my cat showing up? 2020. So this is way older and it's way worse. So this is the portal room. So Cat made the Citadel model, and this was the frame for it. As you can see, a lot of things are still the same. Floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, floor 5, floor 6. Or, no, floor 7, not floor 6. They all have the same colors. Floor 7 looks different. Floor 8 and 9 are the same color. Floor 9, floor 10. This floor's floor 9. That's floor 10, floor 11. Floor 12, 13, 15. And all the last floors are different colors. So, my cat is like, what the heck are you doing? Okay, let's just start. So this Citadel was meant to increase its difficulty as it went on. And none of the music works too. So that's why this is like hard difficulty. So like this gameplay is just way worse. My friend was complaining to me because they were playing through the Citadel and they got to floor 12. And I was like, well, skill issue. Because I was recording the video and I do not care. Because I have high players. Also, what makes the Citadel even worse, this was made using 0.5 studs. Like 0.5 snap to grid. So there's a lot of misalignments here. So you'll be able to see where a lot of the things from the current Citadel came from. And I'll kind of point them out. I really wish I could have added this section into the newer Citadel, but I didn't. So that makes me kind of sad. Get ready for Z fighting, by the way. So for floor 13, you can see where like the whole button idea came from. You get this. Also, for some reason, Cat originally basically had to click the button, which is stupid. But yeah. So you hit this, and then boom, you have them down here. And then when you come up here for floor 4, everything goes dark, and it's all scary. And then floor 4 was actually me using beat blocks. Oh my god, I can't speak. Please help me. The outside section is way easier than the inside, though, so there's that. So yeah, higher gravity because, you know, this was 2020. No jump wasn't a thing. I think this is like November 2020 because, you know, this uses buttons. So I think this was shortly after the button update came out. And another reason why the Citadel sucks is it took me 3 days to make this. Like, for the first day, we got like 10 floors done. So you have to hit this button, which doesn't deactivate this. So you're like, oh, what happened? You have to go down here. It's meant to serve as like a hide and seek kind of thing. Now there is also a secret ending to this, but I will not be showing you it. Just know there's on 3 specific floors there is a small green button you can press. And the first green button is actually on floor 3, and you actually have to click it because you can't touch it normally. So just know that. And once you do that, at the final jump of the Citadel, there'll be another green button that you have to click. That will then tell you some instructions you have to follow, and that will bring you to the secret ending, which is just an additional 2 more floors. So this is where the idea for the spinner, like the giant spinner on floor 6, that's where this came from. We have starting gameplay, and then we have the spinner. Yeah, it's tiny. And this spinner is only used once throughout the entire Citadel. So that's great. Also, the frame size is actually smaller than the new one, so I think it's like 40 by 40, and then the new one's 50 by 50. So yeah, it just sucks. That's all I can really say. Yeah, you get that, you come over here, you do this jump, you have to hug the wall, do a few wraparounds. Then boom, you hit that, and then you can come out here. Now, yes, you can jump. You can just skip these 2 buttons and come over here. However, there's that. So you actually still need to get the 2 buttons. And the anti-cheat in this game, or in this Citadel, it's not like the other one. First off, I didn't know how to do a good anti-cheat, so the way you unlock the win pad is just by doing one of the final jumps of the entire Citadel. So yeah, that's very smart. However, if you do like a major skip, what will happen is it'll teleport you to a room that says you cheesed the Citadel and got banned from life and was going to play Scatman's World. However, Roblox audio update. So that doesn't happen anymore. That was actually how the new Citadel was going to be before I realized it was kind of cringe and didn't do it. It's like if you try to jump from here down to there, you get teleported to the anti-cheese room and you have to restart. So yeah, like that's where the spinners on floor 6 came from. This is where like the dropper on floor 6 came from. But you can also just do that. And this is where the idea for like the last button near the dropper. And then you go down to floor 7, which it's not beneath the Citadel this time because I don't even think I had the more height game pass when I made this. I don't even know if it was out. And unfortunately, this uses unmarked conveyors. And I believe this wall here is actually a conveyor too. I don't know why. But it just is. So for this section, you just kind of want to, I believe the way you do this is you stand still. You either stand still or you don't jump. Okay, you don't jump. So don't jump and you'll be fine. But if you do go over it, then you're fine because it just teleports you back. So there's one pretty cool thing I like about this floor, and I used it on my current finished tower, like my only finished tower, which I might show. What the? I don't know what my dog's doing. She's like sticking her head behind my bed. What are you doing? All right, whatever. I'm gonna let her do her thing, and she cannot be loud. So you do this jump, and then you just get on the jump pad, and then it brings you up to right here. And also, because I'm the genius that I am, let's say you jump down to here, and you need to do it all over again. Um, but I mean, you can still do that, so it's fine. So yeah, this part's just this still is just boring without music. But yeah. There's not really any redeeming qualities of it. There's nothing really crazy and cool that happens. Like, and you even have to skip a floor because they patched corner clip. So, yeah. Oh, cat joined. That's cool and all, but I don't care. Alright, so yeah, you go over here, you do a jump, and then you go over here. And yeah, you have to do like a half stud walk around for whatever reason. Now, this Citadel was actually made by more than just 3 people. And the reason one of those additional people didn't work on the new one is because they made this floor right here. What am I looking at? It's just it's just ladders. It's just ladders. You can even just skip to here. It's only ladders. So yeah, that's why he didn't build on the new one. As you can see, he didn't use 1 stud. He used less than 1 stud actually. And for no reason at all, your gravity's just lower and it goes into this crazy part and then it's back into normal. And even though this is transparent, you can actually jump on it. And you go back to the area known as Z fighting. So yeah, you can just see that this Citadel was way, way worse than the current one. And even the new one isn't perfect. There's still some things that are kind of garbage about it. Like, if Mario added maybe like another 500 part limit, I could definitely see myself reworking the last 2 floors. Because they suck. Alright, once you get that, you have to come over on this spinner, jump down to here, and jump down to here, and you have to go into here. Yeah, we're already on floor 12 too. That's how short this Citadel is compared to the other one. So yeah. I'm gonna just skip past that spinner both times because it kind of sucks. Why am I failing to use no clip or fly tool? That's not how this works. And this floor is made by the same person who made floor 10. It's It's not good. I had to change this floor so much because of the garbage things he did with it. Like the kill brick floor here was insta kill, and just everything was just bad. And I believe there's actually still some insta kills. I think those actually insta kill you. I don't actually see where you're supposed to go. Probably like this, but I don't remember doing that before. Might have maybe something broke. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you're supposed to go. Oh wait. Wait. Uh, you know, I'm just gonna stop thinking about it. That hurts my brain. You go up here. Oh wait, and then, yeah, see, insta kills. Like why? So I'm pretty sure what you're supposed to do is you're actually supposed to go up here, and then you're supposed to jump over, and then go down here. I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, and then you would jump down here. And then you had to do these core studs. And remember, the floor was an insta kill before. And then there's just this random button. Activates for 30 seconds, and they have to do this, and then blah 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 blah. It's garbage. Come over here. I believe that wall there actually insta kills you too, because why not? This floor here gives you like no movement speed. Everything's so slow. What was that? So yeah, when you're over here, you can just do this, and as you can see, half studs were used, which is kind of cringe. And then I decided that you don't actually need functioning eyes, and they should just be burning right now. So yeah, that's why this floor exists. Don't worry though, we're almost done with this horrible Citadel because this is bad. Push it over here, you push it through here. On the conveyor, it activates this part over here. And then you gotta push the box into the corner so you can jump up and then jump over here. You follow the wall, jump down here, and do like the few wraparounds. And then you have push box version 2. Except this one was made by Cat, so it's better. So yeah, this one gets blocked in, so this one activates. You have to push this push box out over through here. You may try and put it on the buttons, however it doesn't do anything. How you actually have to activate these buttons is by a little method not many people know about. You walk on it yourself. And then when you push it over here, you have to actually push it up this ramp. It's kind of annoying because it gets stuck in the corner like this way too much. And it's very annoying to do. So yeah, then you just push it up. And then you use the same tactic over there called you press the button yourself and then push it across. Also, don't push it in there. If you push it in there, you're soft locked. So this is the floor you have to skip, like this next floor right here, because it's not possible. You have to corner clip right here. You have to do some wall hops. You have to do a glitch wrap, which you can also wall hop. You have to come over here. You have to come through here. You have to do another. You have to do another glitch wrap, and yeah, it's just not possible. Now we're on the last floor, which has a lot of Z fighting. So yeah, you come over here, you do this jump, you do this. You have to do two different paths. This one is just meant to drain your health because I'm a bad person. You get the button, then when you come over here, because I don't want to do it back, you have to do these jumps and get this button. And then when that happens, you have to fly back over, or not fly back, you have to walk back over here, jump up this, onto this part, jump on the spinning part, do this kill brick wrap, which as you can see, drains your health quite a lot. You have to do this unindicated beat block section, which is very fun. So yeah, this is a very good Citadel. When you come over here, you have to do this jump. This jump right here is honestly pretty hard, but whatever. And then, you have to drain your health even more. So you have to then jump down onto this block, go over like this, the same basic stuff over and over and over again. If you want to actually beat the Citadel, you have to do this push block section, which is, hold on, box. Seems like nothing happens, so just continue on as normal. You have to do this. Also, this section was much easier, but now for some reason, whenever you go on a bounce pad, it like stops your movement, and it's so annoying because it makes the secret ending almost impossible. Like it makes it almost impossible. So then you just come over here, you do this jump, and then you do this truss. This push box activate this truss. So if you're wondering why this block's here, when you get all three buttons for the secret ending, this part will open up with there'll be a button extending out. You hit the button, this tells you what to do, and then you would fail the final jump and you'd be teleported to the final ending. However, if you don't do that, then just don't fail the jump or else you die. Yeah. And then boom, it's green now because you beat it. Oh my god, so cool. Low remorse Citadel. Yeah, right. So, yeah, that is the Citadel. Hopefully you enjoyed the good one, not this one. This one sucks. This one is just, ugh. But yeah, that is all.